My name is Ella Grace Beasley, and I live in Brentwood, Tennessee. I'm a junior attending Franklin Road Academy. Throughout my high school career, I've taken the FRA art courses, Art 1, Art 2, and I'm currently taking AP Art Drawing. I've also been awarded the Art 1 and Art 2 awards. Additionally, I got to skip ahead of Art 3 to start AP Art this school year. I'm applying to Tennessee Governor School of the Arts because it would be such a golden opportunity to test my art skills and push myself to be the best I can be. I would like to take my understanding of art further and try new mediums, as well as improve the ones that it gravitates towards. Furthermore, I'm interested in attending an art-based college, and I think having this experience at Tennessee Governor's School of Arts would be beneficial in helping me choose what I want to do in the near future. It would also be exciting to meet people that have the same interest and love for the arts as me. I'm thrilled to show you my 10 art pieces that I think will best demonstrate where my art skills stand currently. Before I present these, just be aware the majority of these will be self-portraits because of my AP art theme, which is titled Me, Myself, and I. Now I'll get into the pieces. This piece is called Nomophobia, which describes smartphone addiction and fear of being without a mobile device. I completed this for my AP drawing portfolio, and I'd say it has to be one of my favorites. Why? It's because of my usage of contrast as well as the light for my phone specifically. I used Prismacolors on black paper to really make the colors pop, and the measurements are about 9 by 9 inches. The title of this is 18 by 23 inch graphite pencil drawing is Reach. I used my hand as reference to practice hands as I consider it to be a more challenging skill to master. I am proud of how well the details in the hand came together, and I'm glad I put myself out of my comfort zone to create this piece. My hand drawing was featured in my Art 2 portfolio last year. This is definitely a different style from my usual art, but I love how the colors and high contrast portions of it came out. This is a 16 by 20 inch acrylic painting titled Divergent. I used blue undertones for the background and red for the shirt. Using undertones helps me create more dimension, I'd say. I also utilized a fisheye picture of me for an interesting perspective. I don't usually gravitate towards acrylic paint mediums, but for this project I'm pleased I tried something different for more variety in my AP art portfolio. This is an 8.5 by 18 inch piece I completed last year in Art 2. I titled this drawing Traditional Art Brush. I think the usage of color pencil in this project created a soft but hyper-realistic look. I love this piece because of how well the reflections on the paintbrush turned out, as shown as here, here, and here. Alright, this self-portrait is another piece from my current AP art portfolio. I titled it Circling My Insecurities because that's quite literally what I'm doing in this portrait. The reference photo I used to create the piece shown was more difficult because of the distorted hand in the photo, but I think it turned out great in the end. This 9 by 15 inch piece utilizes graphite pencil the most. I did use some Prismacolor for the red portions of it though. Okay, so this is going to be the oldest piece I'm showing you today, but I'm still very proud of it. Titled Honey Girl, this is a 5.5 by 7 inch Prismacolor pencil drawing that I plastered onto a 9 by 12 construction paper. I completed it in 7th grade. It was loosely based on a reference, but I mostly did my own thing. Overall, I showed this piece to exemplify how my style and skills have evolved over time, but I still appreciate it as it was a really big step in my art journey and realism art specifically. I tried oil painting for a variety in my AP art portfolio and stepped a bit away from hyperrealism, but I generally love how cool this 12 by 16 inch painting turned out. This was one of my first attempts at oil painting, so it took me a bit to learn what did and did not work. It was a really fun piece to learn on, and I love a challenge. What I'm most proud of is definitely the highlights on the face. So this is an 11 by an 11.5 inch piece called Creative Overflow. This is a Prismacolor pencil piece of me drawing the first piece I showed, Nomophobia. This drawing is supposed to depict how an overactive imagination can be draining and basically take over whatever you're doing, which is why I drew a rainbow substance overflowing on my face and clothes. I want to show more of my creativity aspect in my AP art portfolio. Funny story, this is actually fan art for Stranger Things Season 4, but I love how the skin portion of it turned out, and I figured it'd be a nice reference for my audition. One of my favorite things to draw and blend is skin with color pencil, and I titled this 9x12 Prismacolor portrait "I Saved You" after the famous line of the scene. Last but not least, I decided to add a baby drawing of me that was part of my APR portfolio titled "The Inevitable." I titled it this because of the transition in my charcoal background from happy colors to something dark and impending. I used 18 by 16 inch piece to demonstrate how a child's innocence will not last no matter the circumstances, as it is a part of growing up. This is the first APR piece I completed, and I really like the skin portion of it, and that's why I'm showing it to you today. Thank you so much for your time. Again, my name is Ella Grace Beasley, and I'd be elated to be chosen as an attendee of Tennessee Governor's School of Arts.